Good Student Habits, a video to guide 5th graders by Rory Craig. Here are some ways to engage in good student habits. Highlight appropriately, be a good note taker, and most importantly, study, study, and study. Highlighting is an easy way to take important information away from a text. When highlighting, focus on the purpose of the article or text. What does the author want you to know? Highlight important ideas. So grab a highlighter and some sort of text and start practicing. Here's an example of bad highlighting. Notice how the student highlighted full sentences and even paragraphs. Doing this takes away from understanding of big ideas, so don't do it. It's really bad. Here's an example of good highlighting. What difference do you see? Notice how the student is highlighting important vocabulary and ideas along with supporting ideas. Here's some tips to remember. Make sure you take time to read the text before you highlight. That way you have an idea of what the text is about. Only highlight key ideas, vocabulary, and supporting details. Use 2 different color highlighters to show the difference between supporting details and ideas, but only do this if you feel comfortable. Lastly, don't over-highlight. Note-taking. Note-taking is not an easy skill to master. Writing down notes with a pen or pencil is not as efficient as a computer, but it can be done. Paper note-taking leads to better grades. When the teacher is presenting information, make sure you do not write down everything he or she is saying. Abbreviating is an easy way to write notes faster, and only take notes on important ideas, not every single detail. When taking notes from a text, use bullets and lists to avoid using full sentences. Write in your own words, and sometimes texts use bigger words, causing more confusing sentences. Translate the sentences so that you can understand them. Webs. Webs are a great way to make organized notes and allow for connections to be made. Check out this web that was made based on the article on the Demeter wasp. The student is starting with an idea of discovery. She's finding supporting details in the text and attaching them to the discovery bubble. Webs are a great way to organize these key ideas without writing a lot of words. Here are some tips to remember about note-taking. Focus on the important ideas. Create notes that are easy for you to understand and study from. Good notes lead to effective studying, and the easier it is to study, the easier it is for you come test time. Studying can be overwhelming and difficult. Following simple steps will make for better studying habits. The better studiers we are, the better grades we will receive. Here are some easy ways to become better studiers. Plan when you are going to study. Designate certain days and times to studying. This avoids any last-minute studying, which is what we want to avoid. Decide what you're going to study. Focus on 1 to 3 areas of studying at a time. Find a quiet place where you could focus with little distractions, such as a library or your bedroom. If there are topics that you are finding difficult, dedicate more time to work on them. Be sure to take breaks. Your brain can only take in so much information, so grab a snack or go for a walk to re-energize your brain. Note cards, homework, textbooks, flashcards, and study buddies are all easy ways to make studying easy. So remember that following these tips will help you succeed in the classroom. Don't forget to highlight key ideas, write down important concepts, and spend enough time studying. Take your time, do your best, and remain confident you can achieve anything.